Greetings and welcome to the NewsRamp Technology Podcast. I'm your host, Max Newsman, delighted to have you with us as we explore today's top stories. At newsramp.com, we curate business news from the best newswires, bringing you the most relevant updates. Before we dive in, just a quick heads up. While AI assists in producing this podcast and generating the voices, the news stories are all real. You can read the full articles on newsramp.com. Today is Monday evening, September 22nd, 2025, and we have a great mix of technology headlines lined up for you. So whether you're on the go, working out, or just relaxing, stay with us as we get started. Here's our first headline.
Northern Data Group announces leadership updates. Northern Data Group announced several leadership updates, including John Hoffman joining the management board as co-CEO alongside Arush Thilanathan. Scott Bailey succeeds John as Group Chief Operating Officer, while Chandan Raja joins as Chief Technology Officer. Charlotte Park is promoted to Chief People Officer. These changes reflect Northern Data Group's commitment to strengthening leadership. With a focus on growth and innovation, the company continues to position itself as a leader in AI and high-performance computing solutions. Xpansiv expands Asian market footprint with NH Investment Securities partnership to scale carbon and renewable credit trading. Xpansiv and NH Investment Securities Co. sign a memorandum of understanding to collaborate on expanding access to carbon and renewable energy certificate markets in Korea and globally. NHIS will join Xpansiv's CBL Spot Exchange and use Xpansiv Connect for client trading. NHIS aims to empower clients in environmental markets. Xpansiv CEO John Melby sees this as a step towards supporting Korea's environmental commodities markets. Xpansiv operates the largest spot exchange for environmental commodities and provides registry infrastructure for energy markets. NHIS, a leading financial institution in Korea, offers carbon finance services and climate technology investment programs. For more information, visit Xpansiv's website at xpansiv.com and NHIS's website at nhqv.com/index.html.
AIRO expands market visibility with Russell 2000 and 3000 indexes. Inclusion. AIRO Group Holdings, Inc. has announced its successful inclusion in the Russell 2000 and Russell 3000 indexes, effective September 22, 2025. Dr. Chiranjeev Kathuria, executive chairman of AIRO, stated that this highlights the strength of their strategy and investor confidence. Being part of these indexes expands AIRO's visibility globally, driving growth and enhancing shareholder value. Membership in the Russell 2000 Index showcases AIRO's market capitalization and growth trajectory, attracting institutional investors and supporting long-term shareholder value. AIRO focuses on aerospace, autonomy, and air mobility, with 4 key operating segments: drones, avionics, training, and electric air mobility. Forward-looking statements in this press release highlight the potential benefits of AIRO's inclusion in the Russell indexes, subject to risks and uncertainties outlined in regulatory filings.
LinkedIn mood boards, reshaping resumes with visual storytelling. Resumes have evolved from lists to galleries with the introduction of LinkedIn mood boards. These curated mood boards on LinkedIn showcase project stills, color swatches, and timelines to visually tell your professional story. The goal is to amplify the story and make complex work scannable. A mood board resume consists of a hero image, evidence tiles, and a context ribbon to provide a clear and engaging overview. Choose tiles that concretely demonstrate impact. Use a professional color palette and typography, and include crisp captions for each tile. Collaborate with teams, repurpose content, and invite conversation to enhance engagement. Utilize tools like Dramina to quickly mock up visuals for your mood board. By creating a visually appealing LinkedIn mood board, you can make your work more understandable, shareable, and memorable. Beeline Holdings, Inc., BLNE, uses AI age tech to ease mortgage origination amid optimism in home market forecasts. Beeline Holdings, Inc., listed on NASDAQ as BLNE, is utilizing AI technology to streamline mortgage origination processes. With optimism in the housing market forecasts, Fannie Mae and the Mortgage Bankers Association predict an increase in home sales and mortgage loan originations. Beeline's Q2 revenues grew by 27% QOQ, with July revenues increasing by another 15%. The company is on track to be debt-free by November and achieve profitability by January. By leveraging AI and digital lending solutions, Beeline aims to make loan processing more efficient and accessible, meeting the growing demand for mortgage loans in the market.
Investor news breaks. Xpansiv Media Corporation, NASDAQ, LTRY-RYW, supports racing women at Donington Park, UK round. Xpansiv Media Corporation, NAT to L2YW, continues its support of the Racing Women Initiative at Round 6 of the 2025 Fine Cut Radical Cup UK at Donington Park GP Circuit. The event will feature 25 drivers, including 11 racing women competitors, with standout entries like 17-year-old Lena Gallio. The Sports.com Nations Trophy will be awarded to the fastest female driver, with the winner earning a sponsored entry to the Gulf Radical Cup at Yas Marina Circuit in Abu Dhabi on November 1-6, 2025. Sedge Media is a global sports, entertainment, and gaming group operating digital assets such as Sports.com, Concerts.com, and Lottery.com, focused on immersive fan engagement and ethical gaming.
Investor news breaks. Supercom Limited, NASDAQ, SPCB, wins National Electronic Monitoring Contract in Germany. Supercom Limited, a global provider of secured e-government, IoT, and cybersecurity solutions, has secured Germany's National Electronic Monitoring Contract worth an estimated $7 million over up to 4 years. The contract will utilize Supercom's Pure Security Suite for domestic violence monitoring, GPS offender tracking, home detention, and alcohol monitoring. This win signifies a significant shift in Germany's EM market, displacing a vendor with over 20 years of history. CEO Ordon Trebelsi stated that this contract validates Supercom's global technology leadership, with over 15 national EM project wins in Europe and more than 30 U.S. contracts in the past year. For more information, visit the company's newsroom at the provided link.
Rock Breaks, Ucore Rare Metals Inc., TUUCU, OTQX, PAS rating. Applied to U.S. Army-funded Rapid SX project. Ucore Rare Metals Inc., listed on the TSXV as UCU and on the OTCQX as UURF, has reported progress on its $22.4 million modified funding agreement with the U.S. Army Contracting Command Orlando. The agreement aims to build a production-ready commercial Rapid SX machine and supporting infrastructure in Alexandria, Louisiana. Purchase orders tied to the project have been granted a Defense Priorities and Allocation System DPAS DOB-8 rating, legally obligating suppliers to prioritize fulfillment of rated orders. This move is crucial to meet national defense and emergency preparedness requirements. The U.S. Army contract was modified on July 9, 2025, to provide DPAS status, marking a significant milestone for Ucore Rare Metals Inc. Record gold prices create unprecedented opportunities for near-term producers. Gold has reached a new record high, exceeding $3,500 an ounce, driven by a weakening U.S. dollar and expectations of a Federal Reserve interest rate cut. LaFleur Minerals Inc. is well-positioned to benefit from this trend, transitioning from explorer to producer with a fully permitted gold processing mill and strategic assets in Canada. Other key players in the mining sector include SSR Mining Inc., New Gold Inc., Nikola Mining, and West Red Lake Gold Mines Limited. With rising gold prices, companies with near-term production potential like LaFleur offer unique value propositions for investors seeking to capitalize on the market environment. Wall Street wants cash flow, and this gold market is finally delivering. Gold prices surged to record highs in September 2025, outperforming major indices and cryptocurrencies, driven by a weaker U.S. dollar and central bank buying expectations. Goldman Sachs predicts prices hitting $3,700 by year-end and $4,000 by mid-2026, possibly reaching $4,500 if investors shift to bullion. ES Gold Corp, ESUF, stands out as a scalable junior producer with permits, funding, and profit potential. With a low capex, high-margin model, ES Gold offers leverage and scalability, unlike physical gold or ETFs. Other key players in the mining sector include Newmont Corp, Pan American Silver Corp, Henel PS, Hecla Mining Co., HL, and Freeport-McMoRan Inc., FCX, focusing on expertise to capitalize on the current market. Investor interest in AI seems to be tilting towards long-term focus. Artificial intelligence has been a hot topic in recent years, but investor interest seems to be shifting towards a long-term focus. While headlines may suggest a slowdown, the numbers show that investors are still pouring billions into AI, but with a different approach. Instead of chasing quick profits, the focus is now on building for the long term. This shift creates a stable environment for companies like Thumbs Up Media Corp, NASDAQ, TUP, to expect a steady pipeline of AI innovations. Tech Media Wire is a specialized communications platform focusing on companies driving the future of technology, offering a wide array of tailored corporate communications solutions for public and private companies. When AV equipment fails, so does productivity, a practical guide to fixing it. Outdated projectors, tangled cables, and glitchy displays can all lead to decreased productivity in meetings and classrooms. Ineffective AV equipment is a common issue in hybrid work environments and can result in wasted time and credibility. To combat this, standardize connectors, prioritize audio quality, and organize cabling. Implement a monthly AV health checklist, and consider upgrading equipment if meetings frequently start late or if gear's reaching the end of its life. Design classrooms with multiple pedagogies in mind and document room standards for future reference. When seeking help from integrators, ask about standards, success measurement, life cycle plans, and cabling support. For a neutral assessment and assistance in developing a plan, consider reaching out for a free AV triage call. Stop struggling with outdated technology and start every meeting strong with a professional AV upgrade.
Cohn-Resnick executive sits down with Benzinga to share insights on best practices for businesses to implement AI the right way. Cohn-Resnick, the accounting and tax consulting firm, advises businesses to take a slow approach when implementing AI. Instead of rushing, identify the problem and then see if AI is the right tool. Sabrina Quinn, National Sales Director, emphasizes the importance of a well-thought-out approach to avoid cyber threats and compliance issues. Cohn-Resnick suggests starting with familiar apps that already have built-in AI to boost productivity. The company is currently hosting a use case hackathon to leverage AI in day-to-day challenges. One example is the RQ Trim tool, which helps clients in managing risk by providing actionable strategies and insights on tariffs, inflation, and supply chain volatility. By using AI, businesses can move from stagnation to acceleration.
Cybersecurity Awareness Month 2025. Avatir commits to Secure Our World with AI Digital Workforce. Avatir Corporation, a global leader in identity governance and access management and cybersecurity solutions, is participating in Cybersecurity Awareness Month 2025 with the theme Secure Our World. Avatir's AI Digital Workforce helps enterprises strengthen identity security, accelerate zero-trust adoption, and promote cyber hygiene. CEO Nelson Sakito emphasizes the importance of identity in modern security. Avatir's AI Digital Workforce enhances identity security, accelerates zero-trust adoption, streamlines regulatory compliance, reduces human error, and defends against cyber attacks. Avatir will launch educational initiatives including thought leadership blogs, downloadable resources, and a social media campaign to help organizations improve cyber resilience. CISO Dr. Sam Wertheim highlights the mission to make securing identities simple, automated, and proactive for organizations during Cybersecurity Awareness Month and beyond.
Consolidated Communications becomes Fidium, uniting all services under one bold identity. Consolidated Communications has rebranded as Fidium, consolidating all its fiber-based services under one bold identity. Fidium now represents the company's residential, business, and wholesale solutions nationwide, serving over 75% of its broadband customers. With plans to expand fiber coverage to over 80% of its footprint, Fidium has earned high Net Promoter Scores by offering fiber optic speed, reliability, and simplicity. The brand now encompasses residential fiber internet, scalable business solutions, and high-capacity wholesale services. Fidium's commitment to providing secure, reliable connectivity extends to enterprise, government, education, and wholesale customers. With a focus on fiber infrastructure investment and leadership transition plans, Fidium aims to deliver world-class service and innovation as it continues to grow and expand its fiber-based services. SafePro Group Inc., NASDAQ, successfully demonstrates AI-powered drone imagery analysis in the Philippines. SafePro Group Inc., traded on the NASDAQ under the symbol SPLI, recently showcased its SafePro object threat detection technology in the Philippines. The training event, hosted by the Philippine Army, focused on detecting small threats like landmines using AI-powered drone imagery analysis. More than 30 EOD technicians were trained on how this technology can improve threat detection. SafePro Group is known for delivering AI-powered security and defense solutions, and this successful demonstration highlights the effectiveness of their Spot-D technology.
Biomed News Breaks, Oncotelic Therapeutics Inc., OTCQB, OTLC CEO, featured on IBN's BiomedWire podcast. Oncotelic Therapeutics Inc. CEO, Dr. Vuong Trio, recently appeared on IBN's BiomedWire podcast to discuss the company's focus on developing transformative oncology and immunotherapy treatments. Dr. Trieu highlighted Oncotelic's expertise in tumor microenvironments, regulatory pathways, and intellectual property strategies. Investors can anticipate multiple clinical and regulatory milestones in the next 12 months, including IND approvals, expanded indications, and partnership announcements. Oncotelic Therapeutics is dedicated to addressing high unmet need cancers and rare pediatric indications with innovative therapeutic candidates. The company, under Dr. Trieu's leadership, is advancing its drug pipeline and strategic position in oncology and rare disease therapeutics.
Thank you for joining us today. That's it for this episode of the NewsRamp Technology Podcast. As a reminder, NewsRamp curates news from leading newswires like Newsworthy.ai, 24-7pressrelease.com, NewsDirect.com, and BlockchainWire.io. We encourage you to visit newsramp.com to read all of today's news.